So one of the questions I get asked before I go on vacation is, how do I manage my training? Or do I still train when I'm away? Or what do I do when I'm going to be eating or drinking a little extra? So I think it's a really, really good question. And I wanted to share my exact strategy with you of what I do when I'm going on vacation. First of all, before I even book the vacation, I try and book somewhere that either has a gym in the complex or in the hotel or has a gym close by. But if it doesn't have a gym, what I will do is try and find a gym close by. So usually then, once I've found a gym or a couple of gyms, I will try and scope them out online, and I'll see what kind of equipment do they have and how far away is the gym from where we're staying. So just to give you an example, recently we stayed in Marbella and we hired a beautiful villa in Marbella where we stayed with the family. And I was prepping for competition at the time. So I was about 7 weeks out from competition. So I was doing daily cardio sessions and also daily gym sessions. So I realized that there was a very well-equipped gym, which was about a 30-minute walk from where we were staying, which was perfect because I could do a walk to the gym for 30 minutes, train in the gym, and then walk back for 30 minutes. So that incorporated 1 hour's cardio and an hour's training all in the one go. So if you don't have a gym where you're staying, try to find a gym close by and then commit to going to that gym however many times you're going to go. It does help if you have a schedule that you're working to. So I work a 5-day schedule in my training. Monday is always chest and triceps, Tuesday legs, Wednesday back, Thursday shoulders and biceps, Friday glutes and hamstrings. So I know that I'm going to commit to going to the gym 5 days a week. If I miss a day in between, I'll just pick it up again the next day. And that really helps me to stay on schedule with my training whenever I'm away. So I always have it planned in advance. I have my gym planned in advance. I know where the gym is before we go away on vacation. And I know what training I'm going to do when I'm there. And I know when I'm going to do the training. So you want to try and get it out of the way early in the morning so that you're not, thinking about it all day and then having to make time later in the day, especially if it's hot or you're tired or you've already done a lot of other activities. Another really important thing to think about when you're traveling or you're going on vacation is if you're going to stick to your supplement schedule or what you're going to bring with you. Now, when I travel on holiday, I always bring my own NutriBullet blender. And I bring a bag of protein powder and I also bring my supplements. So if I know that I'm going to be away for 7 days, I will measure out 7 days worth of supplements into bags or into little Tupperware containers, and I will take those with me. Because then as they dwindle and dwindle, your bags get lighter and lighter as you come home, and you only really bring away the amount of supplements that you need or the amount of protein powder that you need. If you're going quite far and you can't take protein powder or supplements with you on the airplane, then what you can do is you can order the protein or the supplements to arrive at your destination, especially if you're staying in a hotel. So if you're planned in advance, you can have 1 kilogram of protein powder and some supplements to be delivered to your hotel in your name to be waiting for you whenever you arrive. That's what a lot of the members of the Sculpted Vegan program do. Another really good tip whenever you go away on vacation is to make sure that you get cardio in every day. If you can't even do any gym training, at least make sure you get a big long walk in every day or some kind of cardio, some kind of running on the beach, or if all else fails, bring resistance bands with you that you can Google alternative exercises for whatever your gym exercise would be, and you can do them with resistance bands. Now, I am not a fan of resistance bands for building muscle, but if you have no other option, I always say just do what you can. Even if you're doing sit-ups and press-ups and pull-ups, just do what you can in order to maintain what you've got. And it's better than nothing if you don't have a gym on holiday. Lastly, if you're going away on vacation and you really don't have a gym close by and you don't own any resistance bands and you cannot travel with protein powder and everything else is going against you, just give it up. You're not going to lose all of your gains in 2 weeks. You're not going to get fat in 2 weeks. You're not going to, nothing is going to happen. Nothing bad is going to happen if you don't train for 2 weeks. But I think one of the best things or one of the most important things about that is if you know you're not going to train, you need to set a commitment that you're not going to train, and then you need to be okay with that. I always say you need to make a decision before you go about what you're going to do. So before I go away on vacation, I either decide that I'm going to train and I have my training schedule set out, or I decide that I'm not going to train. I never get there and think, I'll just decide whenever I get there. I know if I'm training or I know if I'm not training. And that sometimes is the most important thing, because then you'll be okay with it in your mind. Whereas if you say to yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to train when I'm on holiday and I'm going to do cardio every day, I'm going to get up every morning and do yoga, and then you end up doing nothing, you'll end up beating yourself up, feeling bad about, yourself because you didn't do it, and just coming home with this feeling of guilt. So it's best to decide that you're either going to train or you're not going to train, and just stick to that decision and be very happy whatever you decide.